What you making?
I am making some plaster. Making wheat paste sand plaster to go on the wall.
A wheat paste and sand plaster.
Wheat paste and sand.
This is like a sand taffy or something.
You could make a sand castle out of this, not
It's
too
like
hard.
sand gummy candy.
I wouldn't eat it.
Neither would I.
Although it does smell like mint, because we put mint in it as one other step, one of several we're taking to discourage fungi, mold, and mildew in our lovely damp Ohio climate.
Well, that's great. Where did you get this idea from?
Where did I get this idea? I'm hesitant to credit because I'm not as good as them at all.
Yes.
But if I'm doing anything right here, if I'm doing anything right at all, it's because of a workshop that I did with Bill and Athena Steen at their place down in Tucson.
That was a lot of fun.
It was. It was a while ago, and I don't remember it as well as I should. But they are inspiring. And this is one of a lot of techniques that we got to practice with them. And it's not even we practiced a very great deal, but I love how it turned out. And the part that's finished has turned out really well so far. Some of the stuff that's not dry is looking pretty goofy, but it tends to set up really, really well, which is the stunning part.
So this is wheat paste, and some of it's got some alum in it.
So it has some alum.
And some
salt.
Salt and peppermint and borax. And it's really quite durable. It's only about 1/8 of an inch thick at the most, but it's handling really well. We were having some trouble with it for a little bit with like tapioca bubbles. You can see some of it right here where these little thingies formed, and that was what.
Because we didn't put the flour into cold water and mix it in before we put it into the boiling water. We just dumped it in. We were doing a shortcut that turned out to be a long cut.
Yeah, that was pretty long. Yeah, it ended up. Yes. We've been fussing with this for about a week, and it's but it's really finally going on very nicely.
Yeah, it really is. Of course, you look at me and it's gonna fall, but.
Of course. Well, I won't look. So there. Oh, look, it's stuck.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I really liked this blue, but it just wasn't particularly durable. It was kind of a milk paint tint. I think the mistake we made was to put an egg rinse on it, because that just kind of like
it might have been too heavy on the egg.
Rolled off.
But it did not go well.
But yeah, the drywall in this double wide trailer house of ours is only about not even 3/8 of an inch thick, and it's vinyl covered, so it's really annoying, and it wobbles a little. It's so thin that it's like that really thin 70s board, and so this plaster in here that we did with cellulose and clay and sand has places where it cracks just because the board moves around a little bit. The drywall board under it moves around a little bit. It's not doing bad for 10 years, but let's see how this wheat paste and sand does. We've been wanting to try this for a while. So it's 2:00 in the morning, and
because I'm making progress.
Yeah, there's a progress, and because Christina left us a big batch that works, and it's like, oh, it works. We're not gonna let this
She's like, you can
dry up.
toss it. It's not that expensive. It's just a little bit of flour, and I'm like, no, it's mixed.
It's mixed and it works. Thank you, Christina. She went home when it got late, which was a while ago.
Just smart.
Yeah, which is the right thing to do, except we want to get it done. All right. It has been fun. We met new friends who came over and played in the sand with us, and we had pizza and yeah, fun stuff. Yes, that goes with doing something that takes a long time. So we'll let you know how it turns out, whether it cracks or falls off or any of those sad things, or if it does a good job for us over time. Is that the thing? Is will it last?
Hope so.
Yes, me too. Good night.